Hello everybody, this is Mrs. Mena and today's drawing is a directed drawing of an above and below garden. Marc Chagall was an artist who drew in very whimsical style and I quite like him, so I'm going to try and do some of his work here. So let me see, so somewhere along here you want to draw just a garden line. And then in the center, I'm just going to draw a little bump above the ground, and then it comes down like that. And then I'm actually going to erase, oops, you can tell I'm working on my tablet, that line right there. And then I'm actually going to come over here. Maybe I'll draw like a shorter guy. While we're doing this, you might be thinking, what are some of the vegetables that you actually grow underground? And I know my family likes root vegetables. We have carrots, we have radishes, parsnips, turnips, rutabagas, potatoes. And I'm actually going to do another guy right off the edge of my picture here, because sometimes the picture might go beyond the edge. There we go. Back to my drawing. And then maybe, no, I don't like that guy. I'm actually going to make a turnip way over here, which is more of a kind of a wider vegetable. And then I'm going to erase this line here. And then maybe a really long, a narrow one, right, like that. Because you know that vegetables come in different shapes and sizes, and certainly the ones under the ground do as well. So we've got that. Now you have to remember that vegetables just don't grow like that. They have a root system, and oftentimes the roots will come out from the bottom. So let's just give these guys, oh gosh, I forgot I was on my eraser now, see? Let's give these guys a bit of a root system. Because that's the way they get nutrients out of the ground. Sometimes when you pull them up, there's lots of little tendrils that go across, and sometimes there might be just, I'm going to just fix this turnip guy here. There might be, you know, quite a large root system that comes off. But then there might be little ones that come off him. So what else do you notice about vegetables? Well, sometimes those root vegetables have a little texture. And we can give that to them by giving them a few. You can give them solid lines, but if you give them kind of curved lines, it gives you an idea that it's a curve. You know what else I've forgotten about? So that's, you can see a lot of that below the surface, but what do you see above the surface? Well, lots of these vegetables have leaves. So some of them, you know, there might be a whole bunch of leaves, and they have kind of feathery ends on them. Some of them might actually have, I think like radishes, actually have more of a leaf that I'm this one had kind of overlapping leaves, and this one. And just because it's a carrot doesn't mean it has to be exactly, it could be a whimsical carrot. So maybe this carrot has leaves like a flower. This one might have lots of curly leaves on it. And this one might have you might hear my dogs in the background. They've been running around the backyard, so. And then they usually come and lie down at my feet when I'm drawing. So there's the vegetable garden. What else might you see under the garden? Well, you might see something like this. And if you get really silly, like I am, you might see this. It's a little earthworm. And so I'm going to do another one over here. There's all kinds of different ways to draw creatures. You might even find, oops, that doesn't need a nose. Oh well. You might find some of these in there. Little ants. In fact, you might want to draw an ant colony somewhere. So there's lots there. But what above? Oops, that's a mistake. What do you see above? Well, you might see one of these flitting along. And don't forget, you might have pattern wings on that. And antenna. And maybe the butterfly's moving, so let's give him some movement lines. Lots to do. So there's some ideas for you. And then, of course, you would go back in and color. I'm going to do a little bit of coloring, and I'm just going to use my tablet. The funny thing is I'm going to actually have to add my lines back again, and that's me learning how to use my tablet. And I also know that I don't have a really good brown color on this tablet to use. So then I would go back and add my lines. And if you have a tablet where you can do some drawing, you might want to try this technique. Do the color first and then the outlines. There you go. See, then I could go, oops, going to change my maybe if he was a centipede, you'd have lots of little feet. Lots of fun for you to try this week. Have a great week, and we'll be drawing again together soon. Take care. Bye-bye.